So good morning, it is Monday morning and I had quite a good start to the day this morning. So because I had a bit of energy, I thought I would pop up town and I'm going to the Scope charity shop in Wakefield, which is, I think it's the largest one in Wakefield. It's quite big, it's got 2 floors, quite a steep set of stairs though, so there would be issues if you had accessibility issues, no lift or anything because it's quite an old building. So I'm going to go in and see what I can find. Well, that was a super exciting trip. Went thinking, oh, I'll just, maybe find the odd one or two things there. And I came out with a bag full. And we have some 14 karat gold plated items, matching bits. We have, what else did I get? Some Portmeirion pottery. And I did see some Hornsey pottery, but that was a bit too expensive. They priced that up. But lots and lots of jewellery bits, and I got a nice like bowl, like a metal bowl for when I do more events in future to put my jewellery in, and some notebooks, and yeah, all sorts. I had a really good time. Hello, 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 and welcome back to the channel. So today I have a haul, and it was one of those days where I popped out and I thought, oh, I probably won't find very much. I had a couple of charity bags to drop off, had a bit of a clear out, so I had some things to go. And yeah, I only went to one charity shop, just the one in Wakefield, which is the Scope charity shop, and it's the biggest, I think, in Wakefield. And they usually have a decent jewellery section, so I can spend quite a bit of time in there usually, raffling through everything and seeing what there is. And yeah, it did not disappoint. I came away with a big bag full of stuff. I got a couple of bits for Thriftmas and a couple of bits for myself, and then the rest was for resale. So I'll go through the non-jewellery items first, and then we'll go to the jewellery and I'll show you what I found. So first of all, I got these for Thriftmas. These are Laura Ashley. They're a little bit old-fashioned. These always remind me of my grandma. Those scented sachets that go in your drawers. So she always used to have those, and she always used to get them for us as well for birthdays and Christmas. But yeah, they smell really nice. They are white, lily and amber, and you get 4 inside, and they're only £1, so nice little stocking filler is what I thought. And then picked these up for myself. I always like to have a few of these in. So these, they've got a beautiful design on them. There we go. So these are note cards that are just blank inside, and I like to use these as thank you cards. So when people donate jewellery, sometimes people give me odds and ends and things that are broken so I can upcycle them. I like to do a little thank you card. And these are gorgeous. These have got like a really nice exotic pattern on them, which is lovely. So they've got birds on, parrots, some beautiful lilies and flowers, and they are from Royal Horticultural Society. But new in the packet, they've still got the cellophane on. So yeah, they were £2. I thought that was a bargain. And then I picked these up for Thriftmas as well. So I've got a nice journal that's got blank pages in, so you can put the day and the month at the top. It's unused, still got the original sticker on, really good condition, and that was £2. And then I picked up another one, and this one's an organiser, which I thought was really nice. It's got nice little tabs in there, so you can put your things in sections, and that was only £2 as well. So yeah, both unused, both got the stickers on, and obviously would have been a lot more expensive in the shops. So yeah, they'll be going away for Thriftmas. I did pick up a couple of non-jewellery bits for resale as well, and I'll show you those, and a couple of bits for future market stalls and stands. I wanted to kind of keep an eye out for things because I enjoyed the Witchy Fair so much that I've been keeping my eye out for other events, and I thought it might be really, really nice to do maybe 3 or 4 a year, so one every quarter if possible. I've been approached by a couple of different local events that are quite close to home, and one of those is in March, so that'd work out really well. And the other one they haven't got a date for yet, so I'm waiting to hear back on that one. But it's quite nice that people have been approaching, which is lovely. So there's obviously seeing the videos and the footage and seeing what I make and what I do. So yeah, it's really, really nice. So I'm on the mailing list for a couple of other events, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So sticking with the kind of vintage theme, I picked this up. I love brass. Brass is one of my favourite materials. So this is just a single, looks like a little goblet, but obviously with the holes in it wouldn't work very well, would it? But it is a candle holder. So you put one of those tapered tall candles in there. It was only £1. So yeah, I picked that up. I've seen ones like this that don't have this section on, so they're just the top, and you put tea lights in them. I thought they might be quite nice, like sold as a bundle, so some little tea light ones and some tall ones might be nice. So yeah, picked that one up from Scope. And then this caught my eye because I liked the design on it. I guess it's a little bit old-fashioned. I'm not sure if people even use these anymore. They do still sell them in the shops, but it's a toothbrush and toothpaste holder. It's quite a short one, and it's like an oval shape, but look at the pattern on there. It's got beautiful blue flowers and little butterflies. And what does it say? Forget-me-not, so little forget-me-not flowers. And then on the bottom it says the Botanical Gardens circa 1818, and this is Portmeirion. So very, very collectible. And it was only £3 in a charity shop, and I did look it up just to, you know, have a quick see what the resale value would be for that one. And they go from between kind of £10 right up to £35. So it depends where you list it and what condition it's in. So yeah, I was quite chuffed with that. I haven't bought any pottery lately, but small items like that I don't mind picking up because they're quite easy to wrap and package, and I don't have any problems with those. Anything larger, I don't like doing plates or casserole dishes, anything like that. Prefer small sturdy items. And then the last thing I got was for future events. People seem to really like rummaging. So they liked the little baskets that had all the necklaces and the bangles and the rings in. So I thought like maybe a bowl or a dish or something would be good to have on a stall to put the jewellery in. So I picked this up. It goes with the colour theme as well, so the black and the gold. So this, there we go, is a lovely wire twist mesh dish, and kind of got the wire meshing on the bottom, and then these lovely swirls around the side, and that was £3. That was a bargain, and it's huge. You can see the size of it, so I thought I could put lots of jewellery in there. You could drape things over the side, you could have necklaces draped over. So that'll be coming to future events with me. I picked up one of these just because it was a bargain, and it's huge. And I think sometimes when I buy jewellery lots and vintage jewellery lots online, when I get bundles and job lots, sometimes there are hair accessories in there, which I don't really sell, but I have been putting them to one side, and I thought if I had enough, probably just do like a bag of hair accessories and sell those on eBay. So this is one of those huge, almost bigger than my head, hair grips. So I use these, but I only use the little tiny ones. And it was 50p. So yeah, I thought I would throw that in with the others and make that a nice attractive bundle for somebody. And I believe, oh no, one last item that's non-jewellery. And I love this, it's gorgeous. I'm really attracted to these scarves at the minute. I've bought quite a few and sold them as well. So the one that I had that was a past times one, that one sold. So there we go, it's another one of those cut out detail scarves. But look at the colours. Absolutely gorgeous. Purples and like a deep blue and then a turquoisey blue. And this is another one with a nice Celtic pattern on there. Really good condition, and it does have a brand on it. This one is Celtic Silk. And yeah, it is. The base layer is 100% silk, and then the rest is velvet, 100% rayon, and it's dry clean only. So yeah, I shall pop that on eBay and see if that one sells as well. Make a nice Christmas present, wouldn't it? So I believe the rest of the things I got are jewellery, so we shall have a look at that. My glamorous assistant has just brought me a nice cup of coffee. I'm in the conservatory again today, which in the winter I wouldn't usually come in here, but it's really mild. It's really mild. It's weird weather. So I love a little bit of cloisonne, so I've got this lovely clamper bangle, and I've sold quite a few of these. I once bought a job lot of dead stock, so stock that hadn't been sold but was vintage, and there were loads of stuff. There were bangles and brooches and pendants. So I picked this one up. It's got beautiful design on it. There we go. It's got a beautiful flower, some flowers down the side, and this one just opens up and pinches closed. So that one will go on the Etsy shop. I'll do what I usually do. I'll put everything out on a tray, and then I'll pan around so you can have a close look at everything. In scope, if it doesn't have a price on it, it's only £1. So that was £1. So that was a bargain. Then I got this little bracelet, which it is missing a little bit of chain, but I can fix that. That's not a problem. But I really liked the style of it. It was very different. So it's got these 3 sections, and they're joined with a little bit of silver plated chain, but these have some enamel detail on them, which I thought was really different. And then they've got like a pressed pattern on them as well. So what I'm going to do is just replace the chain on the end, and then the fastening will work. But yeah, that was £1. I got quite a few bits for £1 actually. I was quite surprised. There was a few things in there that have been there for absolutely ages, like over a month. Sometimes they price things up and they're not always worth what they've priced them at, so they sit there for a long time. This is just cheap plastic, probably like an 80s, but I love it. I just love it. It's really funky. So it's a lovely chunky, so half navy blue, half white. It's got a hinge there, and then that's the front, and then it opens right across that detail there. And I just thought, oh, that is so funky and so different. For £1, you can't go wrong. I picked that one up. And then the last bracelet that I got, I think this is possibly my favourite item of the lot. So I'm just going to take the little paper tag off, because this has got one of those with the string and the paper tags, and they get tangled. There we go. This is beautiful. So I think I might have talked about iris glass before, but it's a type of rhinestone where it has like lines of pink, blue, green inside. So this is a bracelet. So it's got all these moving sections with the rhinestones, and it's absolutely gorgeous. There's no dead stones in it. Every stone is still really sparkly and bright, which is amazing. It's got a nice pinch clasp on the end there. So potentially maybe 1950s in terms of age, and a lot of people collect iris glass, so that'll be a good one to pop on the Etsy store. And it's brilliant, it's in really good condition. It's amazing really how things can be so old, like 80 years old, and still be in such good condition. So someone probably really loved it and took care of it. Hopefully they wore it and got some use out of it as well. So yeah, that one will be for Etsy. These are by Lee Sands, and I didn't know who Lee Sands was, but I was attracted to these because they're made out of mother of pearl, which I love. I always pick up anything that's made of mother of pearl. So these are beautiful. Try and get the shine on them. Mother of pearl carved drop earrings. So they've got a floral design, and they're dark on one side, and then they've got the kind of typical mother of pearl creamy white on the back. And they're on the original cards, which is lovely, and they're only £2, so I thought they were a bargain for £2. So Lee Sands is a designer, and he was in operation from 1980 to 2003 in Los Angeles, California. He liked to use natural materials, so things like nuts and shells, mother of pearl, wood, that kind of thing. Made a lot out of shell and mother of pearl, did some beautiful necklaces. I think I might have had some of his jewellery before and sold it without knowing who the designer was, because when I looked him up, there was some absolutely stunning big chunky necklaces that had like owls on, or there was a lion design with a big lion's head and mane. That was beautiful. So yeah, I think in future I'll recognise it now because I know his style. And the earrings are a little bit more modern, so probably the 2000s, and they're worth between like 15 and £20, so not bad for £2. Plus I've learnt something as well, which is really good. So, oh, I told a fib. This is a non-jewellery item, and I picked this up because it looks vintage, but I'm not sure, so I thought I would pick it up and have a look. But it's one of those hair grips, so it pinches. Oh, it's really stiff. It's quite hard, and then it grips your hair. It's got this beautiful floral enamel design with a little rhinestone in the centre. So it does look very much like a vintage brooch. So I'm going to look that up because I haven't seen that style before. And potentially it could be vintage. Who knows? Or it could be a modern copy. We shall see. I'll look into that one. So this next one is in the box. So it's good old Avon. I always used to have Avon jewellery when I was younger. My mum used to have the Avon lady come to the house. So we used to have a browse through the little catalogue, the little book. And for Christmas and birthdays, she used to get us some Avon jewellery. And I do some beautiful things. And people collect it as well. So this has got a little certificate inside, which says Certificate of Authenticity. The stone set in this piece of jewellery is a genuine faceted diamond. Brilliant. Tiny, 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 very, very tiny, but still, I thought these were beautiful. And these are in their original packaging, so nobody's worn them. And they're like a little O shape, it's like an oval. And then they've got the little diamond just pressed in at the bottom. And they're marked 925 on the back, so they're still in silver as well. So they were a bargain at £3 in the box, which is lovely. And then this is beautiful, and potentially this is silver as well. Maybe a handmade item, I'm not sure. It has a lovely, I'm just going to fasten it up so I can hold it up. It's got a really nice little delicate toggle clasp. There we go. And then this lovely wire, so like a wire chain. And then on the bottom, you can probably see the flashes there of blue. A lovely labradorite. I'm never sure if I'm saying that right or not, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And the way that they've set it is so that you can see right through it. So you can see the beautiful colours. It's absolutely gorgeous. Probably about the size of just smaller than a 10p piece. Faceted, so it's all cut in, and that helps to kind of give you the flashes of colour. And it's beautiful. No stamps or markings or maker's mark or anything. And I'll either sell this one on, or this might go as a Thriftmas gift. I've got a friend that loves gemstones, so that might be a nice Christmas present. yeah, maybe if I can find a nice box to pop that in, that would be good. And then I got this, I remember these from when I was younger. It's the kind of thing that you would get from the seaside or from gemstone crystal shops. So it's a little gemstone ring. There we go, you can just see through it. So I think it's probably some kind of agate. It's got lovely shades of kind of blues. It's got some banding in there and greens. It's quite small, so it fits my pinky finger. That was only £1, which is lovely. Then what else did we get? Got this necklace. So this one is another Avon. So this wasn't in the box, this was hanging up with everything else. So it's on a lovely Rollo chain that's got like a brass, antiqued brass colour. But look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. I love these kind of bib style necklaces with all the little dangly pieces. And at first I thought they were labradorite, the little stones, but it's just that they've got that kind of a finish to them, like a nice aurora borealis coating on those. And they're gorgeous in kind of blues, purples, and then like a really nice olive green. And that didn't have a price on it, so that was £1 as well. And then the last thing that I picked up was a set, but it was all separate. So necklace was over here, the ring was in a box, and the earrings were in another box, so I'd say rummage for those. But I found the earrings first. So if I hold those up, there we go. So you can see the nice sparkle they've got on them. So these are by a company called Jewellery, which is a parent company of Sisters, which is a UK brand. I did look it up, and they were based out of Sheffield, sell a lot of clothing, that kind of thing, but then they have a little sideline of the jewellery as well, and it comes under this Jewellery branding. And these are 14 karat gold plated, and the stone inside is like the colour is like a smoky quartz colour. And they were £1, so I was really chuffed to pick those up. And then I spotted the ring as well, which is only one of those adjustable rings, which is fine because it's fashion jewellery, but it's a really nice chunky, look at that, faceted ring. It's beautiful, no damage to it whatsoever. Like I say, it's adjustable, so you can pull it open a little bit to make it bigger. And then where have I put the chain? Oh, there it is. And this really nice delicate gold tone chain with the matching pendant. And again, it's in really good condition. I don't think anybody's worn it. I think maybe someone was gifted this and they've just decided to donate it. Maybe it wasn't their cup of tea. So I was really, really happy. And I went on their website to kind of see what these would go for, and they had the same set, but it was in a different colour. I think it was like a pinky colour. They didn't have this one in stock. And where's my bit of paper gone? Yeah, so the ring, I found the ring, and the ring was selling for £35 on its own. So to say I've got the earrings, the necklace and the ring as a matching set, and I will sell them all together as well. I'll put them all together on eBay. I thought that was really good. A real bargain. And the necklace had no price on, so that was £1. The earrings were £1 and the ring was £1 as well. So for £3, I thought that was awesome. It was a super find. So I was really, really happy. I went straight to the jewellery section, and then I had to go all the way back to the front to get a basket because I had that many bits and pieces in my hands. Have a look. So for resale and business, I spent £35.50. And I think I've shown you everything. I'm just going to have a quick look. I did buy a couple of other items which I've started cleaning, so I haven't got them to hand. I bought 2 ties, one normal tie and one bow tie that was vintage. They were £1.50 each, and a vintage leather belt as well. That had a really nice fancy pattern on it, like studs and things on it, and that was £1.50. But I've started cleaning it. It had gone a bit dry, so people don't tend to look after these things, but if you give it a feed with some leather feed, give it a clean, and you put like cream on it and it soaks in, it'll bring it back to life again. So I've been working on that one, and that was everything. So not a bad haul to say. I went to one charity shop and found so much stuff. So I was super happy. So over the coming month, videos will be slightly different. I am having a no spend November. So in terms of resale, I'm not buying anything, she says, but I'm going to try and be really good because I have lots of things to list, and I'm sure other resellers can relate to this, that, you know, the easy part is the going out and shopping and finding stuff and, you know, being all excited about it, but then you've got to clean it and prep it and research it, list it, sell it, and that side obviously is a lot more work. And I do mine in batches, so I tend to kind of list 5 to 10 things at a time. I do everything in one go, so I photograph everything, research it, do all the cleaning beforehand, and then pop it on eBay or Etsy. So I have a lot of work to do, so I'm not going to be spending, and it's getting really, really close to Christmas as well. I don't like going into town the closer it gets to Christmas. So November and December, I will not go into town on the weekends. Won't go in on a Friday if I can help it, and Friday's usually my shopping day. So yeah, the only things I will be buying are essential items and Thriftmas items. So if there are any little bits that I need to get for Christmas, then I'll pick those up. But other than that, nothing for resale, unless it is like the bargain of the century and it's something that cannot be missed, then I will pick it up. But it's really difficult because when I go in, I'm very tempted to look, and if you don't look, you're not going to spend because you won't see anything. But also, if you don't look, then you won't find the bargains. So I'm like, but it would have to be something super special for me to, you know, purchase it. And I'm also not looking on eBay, so I've taken everything off my watch list, so I don't, you know, I'm not tempted, don't get any notifications of kind of listings ending. Vinted, not buying anything on there, not buying anything from anywhere else like Facebook or anything. I have a donation coming, which is awesome. So one of Dave's friends got in touch and she said that lady was having a clear out and she had some kind of odds and ends of jewellery and would I like them? So I thought that was lovely. She'd shown us some of the jewellery that I make and she's going to put those to one side. So that'll probably be coming in December, so that'll be lovely. And I'll do a little unboxing for that as well. And I have one lot of jewellery that's coming from eBay that I bought in October, and that is a abalone shell jewellery lot. So it was a job lot of jewellery that's all made with the abalone shell, so the blues, purples, greens, and that's likely to come towards the end of this week. So again, I'll probably use that to make a video and show you all of that jewellery and give you a bit of information about that kind of thing. It usually sells really well for me, and it takes me back to like the 90s when lots of people were wearing the bracelets. You could get like dolphins and four-leaf clovers and flowers that all had the shell inlay in them. So very 90s is what it reminds me of. So I will do a video about that. I've got another video that I'm doing about fixing things. So I've got a bag of jewellery that's broken. So it could be that the clasp is missing, the thread has broken through, the chain is broken, it's missing something, so it needs putting back together. The enameling might be damaged, the might have some surface wear. So I've put all those things to one side, a little bit of everything, and then I'm going to do a fixing video. So I'll show you what glues I use, what materials, what acrylic pens I use for touch-ups and that kind of stuff. And then the final video is, I was going to make it this week, but I haven't had enough questions come through yet. So a lady suggested that when we get to 500 subscribers that I do a Q&A session, which is great. It means that I can kind of talk about something a little bit different and give you some background information on me. So if there's, you know, something that you'd like to know, maybe about my jewellery making, about my reselling journey, what I do, then please, you know, drop your questions in the comments. I've started a list. I think I've only got 4 or 5 questions so far. I was thinking maybe like 10 to 15 questions, and then that would be good for a video. And what I'll do is I'll go through each one, give everybody a shout out, and then give my answers. So obviously don't be asking me anything too personal, because I won't be divulging anything like that, but I am happy to talk about things. One lady asked me about my health condition, so I'm happy to talk about that. That's not a problem. Another lady asked me about my favourite pieces of jewellery, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I've made a list, and that will be a separate video. I just want to make sure there's enough questions, enough variety to make it interesting. But it means that you get to know me a little bit better, which is nice. And because for me, I'm getting to know people from the comments. So I've got some regulars that come along and comment on every video, and I'm getting to know what they're interested in and what they get up to, which is lovely. And yeah, this is your opportunity to find out a little bit more about me. So as always, I'm going to take this opportunity to ask people to subscribe if you haven't done already. We're now at 510 subscribers, which is amazing, and on our way up to the next target is 1,000, which is awesome. And I think it's taken me, how long has it taken me? So I started filming, I think it was June, so June, July, August, September, October. So 5 months to gain the 500 subscribers, which is awesome. So maybe another 5 months or quicker would be really, really good. So yeah, so please hit that subscribe button and drop any comments below. And as always, I will catch you on the next one.